Hi
Hello?
Yasir. Hi Yasir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
All good, thank you. I can't see you. What happened to your camera?
I just forgot to turn it on.
Okay. Awesome. Incredible. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. The,
So
the
Yasir,
classes that you taught me really helped in the exam.
super, awesome, incredible. So Yasir, we are having this quick discussion to understand your view about exam, how it went. We will discuss about each paper. Four papers were there, right? So we will discuss about each four paper. And in order to like help other students, those who are preparing for next year, I will upload this video on my YouTube channel so that like they can prepare accordingly. They can take benefit of your preparation, your view about exam, and it will really help them. So hope you enjoyed the exam, and start. Let's start with the first paper, reading, right?
Yeah, reading.
So how was your reading paper actually? How do you feel about this?
Reading, I felt it was probably the hardest of them all, but it wasn't that hard. The only thing that was a little annoying about it was that it had so many unnecessary paragraphs
Hmm.
that didn't end up in any questions or nothing. You just had to read them to slow time.
Oh, okay. So what do you think from the time point of view? You had enough time to complete the paper, or there was less time?
I had more than enough time actually
That's
in
good.
all of
That's
the
good.
exams.
Super. And from the vocabulary and complexity point of view, what do you think? Like vocabulary was okay, and you were comfortable with that?
It was okay. I would say they were tier two words mostly.
Okay, super. And how you prepared for your reading paper?
Well, my parents printed me out these sample ones and these old ones from the past year, so I just practiced on those.
Okay, super. So you practiced from previous year. That's nice. Super. So what do you think, like, if a student want to prepare for next year, practicing previous year papers will be helpful?
Yeah, that would definitely be helpful. That would
Okay,
help them a lot in their exam.
awesome. And from the like question number of questions point of view, there were 30 questions, right? So out of 30 questions, how many questions you think you might have answered correctly, and how many you think you have some
Maybe,
doubt?
maybe about like 20 probably. That's my estimation score in reading.
So 20 out of 30 you have answered correctly there. And what happened to other 10? What you think, what went wrong? And because of that, you could not answer these 10 questions.
Some of them were like about some bits, but the vocabulary in the reading text was okay. But then there were some words that I didn't really understand in the questions, not in the text, so I couldn't really answer them correct. So I just tried. That's what happened. Vocabulary and questions were hard, not the actual
Okay,
thing.
okay, got it, got it. So what do you think? Yes, like if again we have to appear for this exam in 6 months, just hypothetical. So how will you prepare so that you can attempt all 30 questions? Is there some different approach you want to do for preparation?
So I think if we were trying to get the highest score in reading, which is 30 out of 30, we'd be studying on the previous ones and also like learning better vocabulary or understanding what words in tier two equal to the same meaning as tier three. For
Okay.
example, 100,000 years or like thousands and thousands of years also adds up to eons, but you don't hear someone saying eons,
Hmm.
so that's a tier three word. So if you'd learn the vocabulary, it would be much easier.
Okay, so vocabulary, like one need to put more effort on vocabulary to perform better in this part of exam. That's good. Thank you. And second part of favorite, maths. How do you feel about maths?
Maths was the easiest probably out of all of them.
Awesome.
All the things that you taught me, the geometry, the algebra, and with other training from my parents and from the old papers that I used to use, that made it really easy.
Okay, awesome. Good to hear that. So out of 35 questions, how many questions you think you have answered correctly there?
Probably 31. That's what I feel like.
31 out of 35. And what went wrong with four questions there?
There was this one question that said I had a clock and I had to turn it a right angle clockwise, anti-clockwise, then an obtuse angle and then like 270 degrees. And I didn't have a protractor or anything, so I didn't really know how to work it out. So that was one of the questions.
Okay, awesome. Okay, okay, I got it. Like this kind of questions become difficult sometimes to, visualize and
Yeah.
to solve. Yeah, I understand that it happens. And do you remember anything else regarding other three questions?
The other three questions, I'm just saying -3 because I'm not sure if I got all of them correct, but I'm just estimating. So that's why I feel like I at least got four wrong. There's
Okay.
no way I could have done a perfect score. That would have been like quite hard to accomplish.
Yeah, Yasir, but you're very hardworking student. I remember the way like you picked up everything. What do you think about my classes? Uh, these classes were helpful to have your better fundamentals, help you in classes.
To be honest, the classes were probably one of my best things to teach me because I didn't know what algebra was or 3D nets, and in the past 1 month and a half, I gotten really better. Less than
Awesome.
a month probably.
Yeah, good to hear that. Yeah, you were there for less than a month. The thing is, like this year, I started my classes very late. I also feel I just had 1.5 months to cover everything. So I really focused on fundamentals and little bit of practice. But I didn't introduce my students to very complex questions because they were out of scope for this test. I I I was having this analysis in my mind that examiner will not ask very complex things. They just want to test your fundamentals, whether you have clear fundamentals or not. That's good to hear. Thank you. Thanks for your feedback. And the third part of paper is thinking skill. What do you think? How was this paper?
Thinking skills was like I think I did a good job, but probably like how do I say it? Probably 30 out of 40 or 25 out of 40. I did quite good. I think I got most of them right.
Super. So what do you think? Like how you prepared for this test, this part of exam?
Actually, it's all the same as the others. I did online tests and used the old papers. I just used that for most of them.
Okay. And did you join any classes for thinking skill? Any coaching?
No, actually
No.
no.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're very hardworking student. Super.
Instead of watching, going on classes, I actually watch videos of people trying to do the exam from 2021, like people from Scholarly or Rank Bandizi's YouTube channel,
Yeah, yeah.
some channels like that, and they do it. But before they actually do the question, I pause the video and try to think if I can answer the question,
It's a really good strategy, Yasir, to test yourself. Super.
so I can use most of them
Mm,
instead of printing them. And I have a limited amount, so I can just do them online.
super. That was a really good strategy. And Yasir, what do you think, like, if you have to attempt 40 out of 40 in this section of exam and you have 6 months, how will you prepare?
The probably the best possible way will be the technique that I used, but also you have to like look at s- these sentences that are telling you like what is the mistake or that Sam has shown, for example, or whose reasoning is correct. There's always a different answer, so you have to pay attention.
That's right,
That's
yeah.
probably the best possible way. You have to pay attention.
Hmm. Read carefully and then check what is being asked there. Yeah, that is always true.
Oh,
And
I forgot to include one more thing in all of them.
yeah,
If you have enough time, read over your answers multiple times to make sure you got them correct. Don't
yeah,
stand in your desk waiting or anything like that.
yeah, that's really important to revisit your answers so that you can ensure that you have answered correctly. So you had enough time for thinking skill paper, or what you think time was not enough because there were 40 questions
I
in
had
40 minutes?
about 10 minutes extra in thinking skills
Oh, super. That's right. That's nice. Yeah. So you
because
had,
I've learned this technique of like when I'm doing thinking skills, which is I have to use 1 minute for one question because we have 40 minutes and 40 questions. I love this technique where I can just summarize the question, whatever it's given me. I only take the important bits and then just read the question.
hmm.
It's summarizing it. It's the best technique. So I save time. I'll have more time to revise my answers.
Okay. So you summarize the question and then try to answer.
Yes, that's exactly what I did.
Super. Yeah. That's nice. Awesome. You are very well arranged, very well organized, I will say. And the final part of exam is the writing, right? So writing, there was
Correct.
30 minutes. And what was the topic
Yeah.
they asked you to write for?
So is this write a newspaper article of animals that escaped the zoo or no, recent sightings of wild animals appearing in the city, such as elephants and lions?
Hmm.
So I wrote like breaking news. And recent animal sightings have been seen, such as elephants destroying houses and
Wow.
lions breaking in. That's what I wrote.
Yeah, so
It's
that
really
part comes
interesting.
in impact, right? Impact of that
Yeah, that was the
incident.
impact. The introduction is like giving a little information and a rhetorical question
Hmm.
or something like that.
And what about conclusion?
Conclusion, I wrote something like stay in your houses, sorry for the inconvenience, and but the city will be closed. Head to the emergency bunker if possible or stay indoors in the basement.
Okay. So
I wrote something like that for the conclusion.
yeah. Any other point you covered in impact?
I covered that you should keep your guard up just in case, and you need a weapon or something to defend yourself at all times. You don't know when an eagle can just come and swoop in on you, or
Oh yeah.
probably an alligator can bite you because
Hmm.
it's going wild outside.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. So about the
In the
length
fifth
of your.
paragraph,
Hmm.
before the conclusion, I just wrote that the government is trying to catch all the animals and put them back in the zoo by
Okay.
using like this special sort of serum or something. If they splash it on the animals, it's like a potion effect. That'll make them feel dizzy, fall to sleep, so they can take them back to the zoo and put them in the cages that and upgrade the cages to make them stronger.
So that's very good. Like you covered impact, then you covered the government measures to restore the situation, what government is doing to restore the situation. Awesome. So you covered these all things. So regarding the length of your text, what do you think? How much was the length of your text? 1 page or 2 pages?
I wrote 1 page and a half, and I had 2 pages.
Yeah, yeah, 2 pages.
I think
That's
I
good.
did an excellent amount on writing.
Okay, so 1.5 is good length actually. That is optimal length. So that I think this part of exam have 25 marks, right? So out of 25
Yes.
marks, what do you think how many marks are achievable for you? Your text will.
Well, I'm gonna say something that would sound a little different from the answers, but since I actually, yes, the day before the exam, I was studying on making a newspaper article because I was like, what if I get a newspaper article for the question? So I studied it before the exam, not knowing what a newspaper article was or how to write it. But then I learned how to write one, so I knew. Um, so I looked at my one and checked it to the sample tests and how many scores. It turns out on the scores from the sample test, mine looked like one that would look get a 23%. So I think I'll get 23 to 22 marks, something like that.
22 to 23 is really good score for this part of test. And I'll say you did really well for this part. And
I think that I'm just missing like 2 marks because of probably not as many adjectives as possible.
hmm,
But I included as much as I can think of.
yeah, but 22 to 23 marks are very, very, very good score. So final part of this discussion, you might have like when you completed or you applied for selective school placement test, you have chosen their three schools, right? What are the three schools you have opted for, like first priority, second priority, and third priority?
I only know the name of one and its ranking. I
Hmm.
forgot the rest.
Okay.
It's Sifton's high school. It's like the partially selective high school
So you
that
don't know
accepts
about
like
you don't know about the other two options?
my parents know about it, but I just forgot the names. I used to remember them.
Okay, not an issue. If you want to text me after this discussion, that's fine. Why I'm asking this is, see, I have taken a notes about your performance from your point of view, and I'm collecting this data from all of my students. Once I have enough data, I will start to do comparison, and then I will see like where your performance stands comparatively to other students, and probably like if you want we can discuss about your selective school choice list, and if you want you can revise or revisit that choice. No recommendation, no like hard and fast advice, is just a suggestion. If you think you want to revise, that's up to you. If you think like that is your final choice, that's also up to you. But I really appreciate your time and this quick discussion. It has given me quite a good insight about your performance. And you did quite well in maths. I'm so happy that my classes were helpful in your maths performance. And overall, I can say, like in writing, you did very well. Thinking, reading, also quite good. So, thank you so much, Yasir. Do you have any question for me?
I have one question about the other students that did the exam with me. How many students that did the exam from Rank Med Easy, like these meetings that I had, like the other people that were with me in my group
I think around
in the
10 students have given exam there.
I thought it was on most of them were in year 5 still and preparing
Few
early.
few friends, few of your colleagues were in year five. Like I know Subi, he was in year five, and another guy, I forgot his name. Two more guys, two more students were in year five. But I had overall around 26 registration. Out of these 26, generally 15 students used to join. Sometimes somebody is not joining because of some other issues. And out of these, I think 10 has given, and everyone is really good. Like I
Oh,
really like my students in this batch. They all were hard working. So it's really nice. Okay, so if any other question, Yasir?
now I asked everything that I wanted to know.
Okay, thank you so much, Yasir, for your time, and really nice to see you after break. Let me give me some time. Let me analyze. Let me get all the data, and then probably next week we can catch up again. Have a good evening.
You
Take care.
too. Bye.
Bye.